George Kittle here, tight end for the San Francisco 49ers. Staying fit and healthy constantly energizes me to be my best self each day and motivates me to support others with their mental, emotional, and physical wellness. Through the End It to End It Fitness Challenge, our community can do good while feeling good as we raise awareness for domestic violence together. My family and I are passionate about not only keeping our own bodies and minds fit, but also supporting others through their well-being. One cause that is particularly close to our hearts is providing safety and support services for those impacted by domestic violence. My wonderful sister Emma is equally as passionate about health and wellness and raising awareness for domestic violence as I am. I'm delighted to share that she'll be leading us through a yoga class up next. Once you complete the class, I encourage you to continue your wellness journey and check out the workout videos our San Francisco 49ers prep team has provided. Every minute you spend moving your body and sharing your progress helps raise awareness for a great cause. So let's get going. Take it away, Emma. Have fun out there, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is EMMA KITTLE. I am so grateful to be teaching today, grateful to be sharing this space, and grateful to be a part of your event. I just want to say thank you to Beth and her incredible team at Next Door Solutions. I really care about this organization, and I am so grateful to be here. George is my little brother, my little baby brother, and so we were very excited and very honored when Beth asked us to help. So with that being said, today we're going to be doing a yoga and meditation practice. If you have never done yoga and you are complete beginners, I promise I got you. I specialize with beginners. I work with a lot of athletes who put it off for a long time, and so this is going to be a very grounding, very easy, very just slow practice. And so the thing that drew me to yoga is how it helped me to come back to myself. And in those times when I was feeling incredibly stressed out, incredibly scared, incredibly outside of my body and not knowing what to do, yoga and meditation is always the practice that I come back to. And so I feel incredibly connected to it and passionate about it. And yeah, I'm very excited to be sharing it with all of you. So, so if you have a yoga mat, great. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's totally fine. But we are going to be using a wall for part of this, and so if you have a wall or a clear space, you might need to move some furniture around, but find a wall. If you do not have access to this, then you can use a chair and just kind of put your feet up and hang over the edge of it, so kind of like 90 degrees. Or even over a couch or the end of your bed, whatever is best for you, or you can even do it with your feet on the ground. I'll cue you through some of that also, but wherever you are, let's go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. So right now I am on my knees. Let's start my timer so we don't go too long. So right now I'm on my knees. We call this rock pose. If this is comfortable for you, that's great. If it's not, then you can go ahead and cross your legs. The other great thing about having a wall here is that you can go ahead and lean up against it. So if this is where you need to be, or you want to kick your legs out, like I said, whatever is most comfortable for you, go ahead and find that. And then from there, we're just gonna go ahead and close our eyes. So feeling connected and grounded. Go ahead and roll your shoulders up and down a couple times, and we'll start with breath. So in yoga, in our energetic bodies, our breath is our courage. It is our pranic body. It is the vessel that brings new life force into our body, and it helps us to release what is no longer serving us. So it's a very sacred act just to breathe and be intentional about our breath. So closing your eyes and just tuning into the rhythm of your own breath, maybe even the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Noticing as the air comes in through your nose, pulls down the back of your throat, all the way down your spine into your hips. And as you exhale, leading with the pelvic floor lift, so starting to squeeze and rinse the energy up and out of us. So squeezing it up, coming all the way back out through the nose. Good, inhale as we pull it in. And exhale as we let it go. Good. So from here, we're gonna breathe together. We're gonna take 5 breaths, thinking inhale wide, exhale tall. Then we're gonna go 5 breaths of inhale for 4, exhale for 6. And then 5 of inhale through the nose and full sigh all the way out. This is only gonna take about 2 minutes, so stick with me. Stillness can be a lot harder than movement sometimes, so this is a really great practice for regulating our nervous system. All right, so eyes closed. If you feel like your eyes are kind of moving around, I want you to gently roll them up to your brow point. So our brow point energetically is the center of our intuition. So when we're feeling a little scattered or don't know what to do, I like to close my eyes, breathe, and just focus on that point and ask for guidance. All right, so from here it's inhale wide. So as you inhale, pulling the breath in, chest expands, belly presses out. And then exhale tall as we squeeze everything up and finding that length through the top of the crown. Good. Inhale wide. Exhale tall. Good. Inhale wide. And exhale tall. Inhale wide. Exhale tall. One more. Inhale wide. And exhale tall. Good. Now it's in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now big deep inhale through the nose. Breathe down into your hips, into your belly, and then exhale. Rinse it out, sigh it out. So this is another way to move energy through your body. So inhale and sigh it out. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Let go of something that's not serving you. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale deep. Exhale deeper. Last one. Big inhale. And big exhale. Good. Nice job. Keeping the eyes closed. Just checking in with your body, noticing any sensations. So as we go through this practice, I want you to remember sensation over destination. Sensation over destination. So if your yoga pose, if your breath practice, if any of this doesn't quite look like what I'm doing, it's perfect. It's perfectly fine. All we want to do is tune into our body and find the length, find the breath, find the sensation. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good, nice job. Gently go ahead and open your eyes. Good job. So if you've never meditated before, you just did it. Good job. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna just turn towards you guys so you can stay seated. We'll stay seated. All right, so crossing your legs. So we're just gonna start with a spinal series first. So what I want you to do is go ahead and grab onto your knees or even down on your shins. So we're gonna go inhale forward and then exhale, rock it back. So this is just like cat-cow if you've ever done that, but it's a spinal series. This is a practice that I do every morning. It is so great for your spine. Whenever we're feeling really stiff, it's important to bring movement into that area. So every time we do this, I'm gonna keep talking, but you're gonna go inhale forward. So inhale, opening through the chest, and then exhale, squeeze it out. So it's that same movement, everything starting from our pelvis. So inhale as it pulls us forward, and then exhale, rock it back. One of the other reasons we always like to breathe and move from our pelvis is it's our root chakra. So some of you guys maybe be like, what the heck is she talking about? It's in our energetic system, in our bodies, it's where we get really grounded. And it's also the energy that makes us feel safe and secure. And so reconnecting to that space, and sometimes it's even just telling ourselves that we're safe, even if we don't feel like it. It really helps us to reconnect to that and listen to our bodies and clear out any of that tension that our nervous system has, so that we can come back and really just start to exist in a more peaceful space. So a couple more. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Inhale forward and exhale back. Good. Nice job. From here, what we're going to do, I'm going to be right up against the wall, so I'm going to turn a little bit. So I'm going to plant my right hand down, and we're going to reach left arm up and over. Now push your left sit bone down as we reach. Good. Inhale brings us back through center, and then exhale, reach. Ooh, good. Inhale. And exhale, stretch. Inhale up and over. And exhale, reach. So opposite sit bone is down. Now think, instead of crunching down, we're finding length. We're trying to open up our intercostal muscles. Those are the muscles that exist between our rib cage. So finding a little bit more space so we can really take those deep breaths. When I first started practicing yoga, good, keep flowing with me. When I first started practicing yoga, my rib cage was so locked up just from so much stress. I was a college volleyball player, and I did not know how to take care of my body. And so I just didn't know what to do. And so when I first started practicing, I was literally stretching out those muscles. So if you're feeling that right now, it might not feel the best, but just go slow and be gentle with yourself. Good. One more each side. Up and over. Left hand down. Inhale, reach. And exhale, plant. Good. Nice job. All right. So from here, keeping our legs crossed, we're going to go ahead and find a twist. So make sure you're not bumping into the wall. So from here, we're going to take our fingertips in front, thumbs behind. If you can reach this, if not, and this feels more comfortable, just take your hands to the back of your head. You can interlace your fingers or just touch them to the back of your skull. But we're going to inhale to the left. So inhale, open, find space through your heart. Keep your elbows up. Inhale left, exhale right. So, and out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes when I practice this, I'll keep my eyes closed, but for this specific pose, I like them open because I can get a little dizzy. Now, once again, finding that pelvic floor lift. So we're going to inhale as we find space, exhale, twist, keeping the elbows lifted. We have a couple more. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, nice job. All right, now all we're gonna do is pull our knees into our chest, and we're gonna take 5 rock and rolls all the way back up, and then we're gonna meet with our feet crossed opposite. I'm gonna guide you through it. So all you're gonna do is roll back and up. This is such a simple way to massage your back. So many times when I wake up in the morning and I either slept in a weird position or I slept really great, but my back is not happy with me. This is what I do. It is the basket. 1 more, and then coming up. All right, so then we're gonna cross opposite. Now, if you don't remember, it's usually the one that just feels a little bit more awkward. So whatever feels good. And even if your knees, this is what my knees looked like when I first started. So you can either sit on a blanket or a pillow. That can give us a nice little boost. All right, so from here, we're gonna reach our right arm back, left hand to our right knee. We're gonna inhale, sit nice and tall. Once again, start from the pelvic floor, and we're gonna rinse and twist. Ooh, might get a couple back pops. Good, 1 more big inhale. Think reaching the crown of the head high, and then exhale, twist that right shoulder back. Good, switching sides, left hand goes back, right hand to left knee. First we inhale, sit nice and tall, and as you exhale, twist. Good, staying in it. Inhale, lift the chest, crown of the head rises, exhale, twists. Good, 1 more, coming back around. Big inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Good, inhale here. Exhale, twist. Good, now stay in this pose. We're gonna add on. So I want you to take your chin and you're gonna take it over your left shoulder. So take it forward. So what would be forward? So we're gonna reach it here. And then when we exhale, I want you to turn your head and we're gonna stretch our neck. Now our neck muscles, they're little, and so we need to be careful with them. It's really easy to tweak your neck muscles, but this feels really good as you reach your chin back. So staying in this twist, we're gonna inhale, take our chin forward, so back towards the camera, if you will, or towards our feet, and then exhale, reach your chin back. 1 more, inhale forward, and exhale back. Good, nice job. Switching around, so left hand back, right hand to left knee. Inhale, sit nice and tall, and then exhale, twist. Oh, there we go. Pop in the back, good. Inhale, sit nice and tall, and exhale, rinse that breath out. Good, now taking the chin over the ankle, so reaching it forward, and then exhale, taking it back. Good, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, nice job. All right, from here, last seated pose, we're gonna inhale, reach our arms up, and then exhale, just take a forward fold. Ooh, the hips will let you know what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna scoot back so you can see my fingertips. But from here, our fingertips are gonna be out long. I like to take them up on stilts. If that down feels better, whatever feels best for you. But from here, we're gonna inhale. Think about kind of clawing yourself forward, so pull your chest through, and then exhale, just let your chest come forward and down. Good, one more like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Good, big inhale. And big exhale. Good, nice job. From here, we're gonna kick our legs back, and then I want you to press your hands down. Good, from here, we're gonna be in tabletop. So I want your knees above your hips, and then you're gonna tuck your back toes. So if you can see that, tuck your back toes under, and then we're just gonna rock back a little bit. So this is a great way to stretch out our feet. If we have any athletes, this is a great way to prevent against turf toe. I have my football guys do this all the time, almost every day. It's a really great way to open up your feet. So many times we wear these tiny little closed toe heels, right? Ladies with the stilettos, or I guess anybody who wears stilettos, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. So this is a great way to open our feet back up. Good. And then from here, we're gonna keep our toes tucked, and we're gonna scoop our hips up and back to find downward facing dog. If you need to, you can step your feet back a little bit farther. Good. And then just let your head come down. So the first few times you do downward facing dog, I mean, the first few times I did it, I did not like it. But now I love this pose because I finally, it takes a little while to find the alignment. But what I like to do is come up higher onto my toes, take a bend through the knees, gentle bend, and then push. So pushing down through my hands, reach my hips up and back. So keep my core tight. Good. So pausing here. Nice job. From here, we're gonna step the right foot outside of our right hand. So nice long runner's lunge. And then we're just gonna set that back knee down. Good, so if this is too long of a stance, you can either put your hands up on a chair, you can put your hands up on your knee, whatever feels good. Sensation over destination, right? So the only thing that I really want you to pay attention to is making sure that you have proper alignment. So that means that our ankle is, well, it's more, if you feel any burning sensation in your knee, then I recommend that you pull your foot out a little bit, so to create a wider angle from your knee, or from your calf to your hamstring. Good. If this is bothering your wrist, you can make a fist and push that down, but we're gonna take a twist. So from here, we're gonna inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, just reach your hand forward and down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Good, we're doing 5. Inhale up, and exhale, reach. 2 more, inhale, open. Exhale, close, reach. Ooh, 1 more, inhale, open. And exhale, close. Good job. All right, from here we're gonna come back to downward facing dog. So we're gonna plant our hands, step our foot back, and then find it up and back, downward facing dog. Good. High on the toes, slight bend through the knees, squeeze your core, push your hips up and back. Good, taking 3 breaths here. So we're gonna inhale, rise up high onto our toes, and then exhale, push your heels down and back. Good, now as we push through our heels, you have to push through your hands. So we're finding that length through the shoulders, and then try to nod your head yes a couple times. Maybe no. Good. Inhale, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, press your heels down and back. Good. 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale back. Good. All right, from here, we're going to step our left foot forward. Nice. Now you're going to notice one side's going to be tighter than the other. Always is. All right, so from here, finding your placement, making any adjustments that you need. Hand is either in a fist or all the way down. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, take it forward. Good, inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Big inhale. Big exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Big deep inhale, reach. Oof. And big full exhale. All right, last downward facing dog. Press it up and back. Good. And then any intuitive movements here. So I like to shift my weights from side to side. Good, and then we'll take knees down and then pause in a child's pose. So for child's pose, I like to take toes together, knees wide. This is really great for unlocking through your hips. If you have more stuff going on through your low back, take knees together. But either way, we're gonna come down, and then you can either rest your forehead down onto the mat. Good. Wherever you are, good. We're gonna take 5 deep breaths here. So grounding down our center of intuition. All right, so our forehead, our feet feeling grounded and open. All right, big inhale. Breathe into your hips. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Good, big inhale. And big exhale. 2 more, inhale. Good, pause at the top, we're suspending the breath, hold. And exhale, let it go. Good, 1 more like that, inhale, pause at the top. And exhale, let it go. Good, nice job. Gently push down into your hands, and we're gonna roll ourselves up. Ooh, child pose, man. All right, coming to the wall. Best prop of all time. All right, so the best way to get into wall poses I have found is you wanna scoot your hips all the way up against the wall, and then as you lie back, we pull our feet up. All right, sometimes if you start too far away, you kind of wiggle and then your shirt is all up on your throat and it's like, it's not the best. So from here, making sure that we have a long low back, good. And then either taking one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, good. Or if it feels good, opening your arms out wide. So I love this because I have a really tight chest, and the open energy feels really great. Now, what we're doing right now is more of a restorative practice. So before we were kind of in a dynamic flow, warming up the muscles, getting the blood pumping. Now what we're doing is working on our fascia. And so our fascia is our connective tissue. It is where a lot of stress, a lot of trauma, a lot of pain can be stored. So let's say you have an injury, like a car accident or something, like that tension can get stored in your fascia. So this is why it's so important to do poses like restorative yoga poses or restorative yoga practices, because it helps you to release the tension, your fascial adhesions. And so, so fascia is what carries energy through our body. It's just this magical tissue that we need to love on. And so as you're here, just know how much love and space that you're bringing your body, your nervous system, and your fascia. All right, so if this is too much, go ahead and bend your knees, or if you have your knees hanging over a chair, find a comfortable position, or if you do not have either, go ahead and just lie with your feet on the ground. That's totally fine too. We call that Savasana. That is the ultimate integration pose. So what I want you to focus on is pursing the back of your throat. So it's like a Darth Vader breath. So as you're breathing, you're kind of pursing your throat, and what that does is it slows down the process of breathing, right? So if those breaths that we were doing earlier were kind of difficult, adding in a pursed breath or a pursed throat can be really, really helpful. In yoga, we call this ujjayi, and so we're learning a little Sanskrit today. And so as you breathe in, we're gonna go, good, and exhale, same thing. So So you can either do that with your mouth open or closed. I'm gonna be counting for us. So we're gonna do a box breath. So what that means is we're gonna go inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. All right, this is one of my favorite breaths for feeling grounded. I use this breath on a daily basis. So go ahead and exhale completely. I'm gonna draw a box so you guys can see it as we do this. So it's in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good, nice job. So we call it a box breath because it's equal parts breathing on every single side. And if you watch that, it was probably a very lumpy box. All right, so now we're gonna go legs wide. If this feels comfortable, this is a really great way to stretch out our hips. We carry so much tension in our hips, mostly just from sitting and the type of culture that we live in now. And so if you feel comfortable and this feels good to you, otherwise, so we're either gonna go all the way open. Oh, this can feel very intense. If this is too much, we're gonna take a bend through the knees, or the other one that I like to do is a butterfly pose. Right? So butterfly can be really, really great. You're gonna feel it either way, but whatever pose feels best for you, go ahead and enter into that. And then we're gonna take 4 deep breaths. All right, so from here, coming back to that box breath, go ahead and exhale all the way out. And then together it's in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good, nice job. All right, from here, all we're gonna do is bring our feet and then plant it down onto the wall. Good. So this is kind of like child's pose, but it's a little reversed, but I just love this pose. It's so great for lengthening through your back and also finding good compression. So if you are dealing with any sort of digestion issues, yoga is really, as much as it is energetic and all the things, it is really about massaging your inner organs to help open up different meridians and different channels within our bodies. And so sometimes we get constipated, but like constipation isn't just food. It can be constipation of energy, constipation of thoughts. We get locked up on things. So when something happens in our energetic or our mental life, it happens to us in our bodies. So it's really important to take care of ourselves that way. All right, we got 4 breaths here. Also, if you want to make it a little tighter, what I like to do is take my hands and wrap them underneath, and then you can kind of pull yourself up and in. Good, it's also kind of a good shoulder stretch. All right, so taking 4 breaths here. Before we get started, what I want you to do is lift your head up, kind of tuck your chin, finding a little bit of double chin energy, and then reaching the crown of the head back. So what that does is it helps us to find length through the neck and put it in alignment with our spine. All right, 4 breaths. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good, nice job. Maybe you're rocking your weight from side to side if that feels good. And then we're gonna go ahead and lay down on our back. So if you've already been here, this is Savasana. This is the most important pose of practice because it is where we integrate everything. So the same way that we were talking about fascia, I'll sit up. So the same way we were talking about fascia, if we just get up and if we get to do a practice and we just get up and we go on with our day or jump in our car and rush around, we're bringing that rushed energy with us. And where our fascia is very loose and malleable and it's ready to absorb, we absorb that stress instead of absorbing the space, the love, the openness. And so what we do is we do Savasana, which is all about integration. And so if stretching your legs out long is not comfortable, then what I want you to try is bend your knees, take them outside your hips, and then let your knees fall in. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and come all the way down and back into Savasana. Good. Taking a couple moments to fidget, find some space. Coming back to our 4-count breath. It's in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good job. From here, we're going to inhale, reach our arms overhead like a big good morning. And as you exhale, point your toes. More like that, inhale. Maybe arch the back, good. And exhale, point your toes and stretch. Kind of bending the knees, rolling over onto the left side, and then gently pressing yourself up to seated. Good. So from here, sitting nice and tall. If you want to, you can go ahead and lean against the wall, but stacking hips, shoulders, and then crown of the head, and then bringing your eyes back closed. So noticing where we're feeling a lot of sensation, maybe where we're not feeling any sensation, and then just start to breathe into that space. So like I said, hips, shoulders, crown of the head, and then gently take your eyes up to your brow point. Try to relax your jaw, tongue off the roof of their mouth. I know this sounds like a lot, but the reason I like to teach all these is because my mind didn't know how to slow down until I started teaching it to focus on different components. And so when I first started meditation, my mind was all over the place. It was very, very scattered. It felt like there were ping pong balls just bouncing around in my head. And what helped me was when I learned to change my focus from the wilder, less peaceful parts of my life onto things that brought me peace, such as these different meditation practices. So that's why I like to teach these. If it feels like too much, totally ignore it and just come back to the breath. But this is how I learned to turn my mind off. And meditation is really, it's a muscle. It's the muscle of our mind. And so all we're doing is trying to build awareness of when our mind leaves. And then with loving kindness, without judgment, just bringing it back to focus. So, and really trying not to create any stories around what's going on or why we're doing this, but just bringing it back. And so with all that, hips, shoulders, crown of the head nice and long, eyes at the third eye center, so our intuition. Good. And then noticing where you're feeling all that sensation. And all I want you to do is think about breathing into that space. So as you inhale, it's like creating space. So I like to think of it kind of as like an orb, but visualize that energy kind of expanding. And as you exhale, just letting it dissipate, like moving through your skin. Maybe it's even you're breathing it out, but we're going to take 3 breaths like that. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, inhale, reach your arms nice and tall. Press your palms together. And as you exhale, draw them down to heart center. Good. So eyes closed. Together we breathe in. And together we let go. Good. And if this doesn't feel totally natural, with palms together, just press them over your heart. Together we breathe in. And together we let go. Good. Together we breathe in. And together we bow to one another in gratitude for coming together, for sharing space, for lifting up this amazing organization and all the people that it has helped, and just for all the love and the healing that can occur when we set our hearts and our intents to it. So with that, I will just say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. It has been an absolute joy teaching today. If you ever need any resources with breathwork, yoga, anything else, please know that I am here, and you can get my contact information from Next Door Solutions. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and I'll see you next time.